It is the rain on the grid procedure, anybody that was wondering the exact terminology for this. Page 51 of the good old FIM World Championship Grand Prix regulations. Safety, of course, is paramount. The fact that we've got plenty of time here. We're not in for a deluge. We're not in for snow and hail. We're not in for any more trouble. It is what it is. So to give them just that extra time, in our opinion, and I'm talking about me and Hodges' opinion here in the commentary box, well worthwhile for safety reasons, and why not in the circumstances. The Grand Prix of the Czech Republic, and away they go. A little bit of a roller was there from the middle of the grid there from Jack Miller. We'll find that out in just a little while. I hope it wasn't a roller, because he's going to get penalised down towards turn one. Look at this already. Marc Márquez gets a great start. It's 20 laps this race, 67.14 miles. Looking back at Cal Crutchlow, he's been zapped by Petrucci. On the outside is Nakagami, Crutchlow's teammate. This is going to be a hectic opening lap. You don't want to be off the line, you don't want to be on the damp patch, that's for sure. Nobody wants to be there. There's Petrucci on the number 9 bike. So with that 20 laps reduced from 21, here comes Rins. Rins up the inside. He's got third place covered at the moment. There's his teammate back a bit further at the moment, Joan Mir. But Marc Márquez was absolutely ridiculously fast in tricky conditions yesterday in qualifying. He didn't need to do it. He was 2.5 seconds faster than anyone else. I've not seen that kind of distance since the 80s, I don't think. Oh, that's a big one. Joan Mir. Yeah, Joan Mir's in there.
And it's that down into turn
Morbidelli.
5.
Morbidelli and Mir are down, coming together. Don't know whether Mir's blaming himself for that or whether it was just one of those things. We'll see it in a moment, I'm sure. But into the stadium section as the smoke goes up here for the first time, all second gear through here. Márquez has control. Will he pull the pin? Watch out for Dovizioso. Keep an eye on him as the Suzuki and the Petronas Yamaha get wheeled back behind the barrier. No further part will they take in this. Dovi in a perfect position for me. Money on Dobby. It shifted a little bit overnight, but of course Marc Márquez, third last year. Marc Márquez, he just couldn't quite play with the Ducatis last year. I reckon he can this year though. Yeah,
normally in these conditions, let's not forget, so this track's not got a lot of rubber on it. It's greasy. They call it green when it's like this. Normally in these conditions it works for Marc Márquez, and he knows that, and that's why he's pulling the trigger now. He got the whole shot and he's trying to gap them. He'll be really eager to look at his pit board as he goes over the finish line now to see if he's already managed to do that. This is the first lap. This is the crash with Morbidelli. Yeah, exactly. Morbidelli and Mir.
They just tangled.
Oh, that's what happened.
Just tangled. Morbidelli got wiped out. I think the KTM was it. I think Zarco was stalling them in the middle there, and just left no room.
Morbidelli gets pushed by Zarco. You can't see Zarco. He's on the inside. There you go. Down he goes. Difficult to see from that.
Yeah.
That's racing. That's if you're in the middle of a pack, that can happen.
No blame. These two guys. It's not their fault.
It was a racing incident. That's what happened.
Through his Crutchlow goes through on Valentino Rossi. Pol Espargaro's going to get a view at it. Is he going to come straight back at him? It looked like Valentino was going to snap back at Cal. So Cal has gone through into 5th place. Rossi goes back to 6th. Still Pol Espargaro on the KTM. Seemingly very similar to Márquez on a Honda. Pol Espargaro is like that on the KTM. He seems to be the only one that can ride it at the kind of pace. Rins, same distance for him, back in 3rd. Same for Jack Miller in 4th place. Crutchlow easing away as now through Quartararo has gone on Pol Espargaro. So Quartararo makes it up to 7th place. It will be Rossi next for him. It'll be embarrassing if the satellite independent bike makes his way through. Quartararo dived. Oh, that's going to be a good one. Something like that. He'll be looking at his own dashboard. He'll know what his own lap times are and how he can increase that or make it a little bit better.
Oh, yeah!
He nearly didn't there. So that's the limit then. Marc Márquez has just found it. Dobby will have seen that. Dobby will increase the pressure now. Because Marc Márquez, as soon as you see weakness, as soon as you see a little bit of blood, it's time to jump on him.
And it was just at the point, that it's been stretched, that lead.
So then, let's have a listen.
That was it.
Off throttle.
Even has time to
around. Yeah, I know, it's amazing. There's a quick look round, and a mirror signal manoeuvre from Marc Márquez. I expected him to be challenging. I expected him to be up with Dovizioso today. Look at that gap now, 1.2 seconds. Well, that's
something
just so
happen.
It's so typical Marc Márquez, isn't it?
I wonder if Dobby had a moment.
Dobby's had to push. As you would, if you see somebody's weakness, that's the point where you push.
And that's where the point where you make a mistake sometimes, because you push that a little bit harder and in your head, it feels like you're on the limit, but you have to push a little bit harder, and then you realise you're on the limit because then you make a mistake, miss an apex, and all of a sudden you've lost an extra 0.3.
You've got to ask the question about Nakagami as well, because Nakagami's on Cal's old bike. It's out wide. This KTM's going to try and out-drag him to the apex. Not going to do it though. Nakagami's there.
Look who he's battling with.
Vinales as well. Yeah,
16
Vinales.
seconds behind.
Well, Vinales starts to get pace at this time in the race, doesn't he? But it really has too little too late. And here comes another Ducati. Miller on top of Rins, so Miller has tyres left now. It's about whether that's yeah, well, you know it turns,
and
doesn't it?
That's
how good it is.
What a great example of two different strengths. So Ducati's fast on a straight and got good brake stability. You let the brake off, and then the thing just wants to drift wide. The Suzuki turns well.
Suzuki turns really, really well. It must be a lovely motorbike to ride, you know, the Suzuki. Good front end, good stable front end, and Rins using all of it to get back by Jack Miller. But with a lap and a half to go, will Jack be able to mount another attack? And here it comes.
And that's the difference there, the speed. So you can level him almost on power.
And he's put himself
nicely.
He put him perfectly. Yeah, he put himself nice and block past. Stuck himself where the Suzuki wanted to be. The Suzuki couldn't get back under him to get the cut back. And that might be that. Marc Márquez then. Here, the Czech Republic Grand Prix. The 26-year-old Spaniard comes to the line to win for the 50th time in his MotoGP career. Over the line, he dominated qualifying, he's dominated the Czech Republic Grand Prix. Second place to Andrea Dovizioso. Jack Miller makes the podium. Great ride from Jack Miller, and he's happy about that too. Alex Rins from the Briton. Cal Crutchlow in 5th place. Good ride from Cal to beat Valentino Rossi back to 6th place. Quartararo 7th. Petrucci 8th, Nakagami 9th, top 10 for Maverick Vinales. Top 10 and disappointment for Maverick Vinales, but at least he made it past Paul Espargaro on the KTM. Bagnaia 12th, Oliveira 13th. We're waiting for Zarco to come home with a couple of points, only just in front of Stefan Bradl, who ends up in 15th place with Tito Rabat just outside the point scoring positions. 50 MotoGP wins. This man is a phenomenon. Increases his championship lead.
Keith, he made that look easy.
You get the feeling that Ducati are relieved.